Good evening. Welcome to Weekend Watch here in the streaming studio. I'm Becky Phelps.
Meteorologist Corey Thompson.
Very exciting stuff here. I have an
yeah.
important question from a very important viewer of
Okay.
our show tonight.
Is it your mom?
No.
Is it your dad?
No, it's not my mom or my dad.
Okay.
It is TV9's Brian Tabak.
Oh, very important.
He wants to know if he'll be able to use his snowblower anytime soon.
Well, I hope he's watching because we're going to touch on a time when there will be some snow.
Oh, I was not expecting the answer to be yes.
Oh, I didn't say yes or no, whether
Okay.
it's snow blow or snow. That's up to personal preference, isn't it?
Like if there's enough.
Yeah.
I've only ever shoveled snow the old-fashioned way. I've never used a snowblower.
Ever.
No. We got one recently, and by we I mean my parents.
I say your mom and dad. Yeah.
I don't have one, but I've never seen him use it. I still think he shovels the old-fashioned way.
Nothing wrong with that. I guess we will find out in just a moment.
Stay tuned. That's coming up very soon. Later in the
Indeed.
show.
But we need to talk a little bit about the initial part of the weekend first.
Yes.
Which
okay.
is, of course, Friday. Starting on Friday compared to today, which wasn't that bad when you stepped outside, right? I would say, generally. It's
Today
cold.
seemed
Cold,
all right.
Cold,
I had
but yeah.
my earmuffs and my gloves, but not a scarf. And my
Okay.
big coat.
There you go. That is a step in a direction. Winds will be a bigger factor on Friday, though. Today, we really benefited from not having the wind being very strong. That does make a big difference this time of year. Friday, gusts could get in that 20 to 30 mile per hour range from
Whoa.
mid-morning to early afternoon, getting better by tomorrow evening. But notice that we start calmer early, but by the evening, the winds hang on for a little bit longer, too. So we will actually see generally windier conditions after that morning time. Once you get past daybreak, winds pick up a little bit, and then we'll see those winds kind of not fall off quite as sharply.
Yeah, that's a step past breezy. That's not going to be fun.
Yeah, you'll definitely notice the change for sure. And it does play a factor in terms of how things will feel too. Here's our wind chill starting tonight at 1 o'clock. Below zero pretty much everywhere except for a few spots. And by tomorrow morning, below zero everywhere. And we're talking 10 to 20 degrees below zero instead. So this morning we were maybe in like 5 to 15. I know we're talking about small changes here, but like we're moving colder for the start of Friday, and especially during the day. Notice that we maybe get close to zero for a wind chill by Friday afternoon in Mount Pleasant, way down the southern portion.
Congratulations to Mount Pleasant.
Indeed.
Shout out to you guys.
Big for them. But most of the area stays below zero, and that holds true into tomorrow evening too, especially later in the evening. We're back into that 5 to 15 degree below zero range. So Friday has a chance to be among maybe in the running for earlier in the week in terms of having some of the coldest weather of the week.
Every morning this week so far, I have woken up seeing that it was nice looking outside, like sunny,
Yeah.
gotten a little bit excited, checked my weather app just in case, and resigned myself to putting on all my layers and being very cold.
Yep, it's cold out there,
Yeah.
and especially in the mornings. With the daytime hours, we've really benefited from sunshine. That's made a huge difference
Yes.
in a lot of ways. But
Emotionally, for me.
that too. And when the sun goes down, though, the temperature drops not extremely sharply, but enough. And it pushes those wind chills back below zero, and then you just have like another 12 hours before things bounce back again.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow, the story really is that things won't bounce back. We're just going to see cold
Okay.
weather pretty much the whole time. So
Just
you're going to have to
locked
bundle
into
up.
that.
Yeah, not as brutal as a week before when schools were canceled everywhere and wind chills were 40 below or lower.
True.
But certainly plenty cold indeed.
Grateful for the small steps towards spring.
Yeah, and we'll take another step on Saturday, but it's not before a pretty cold start to the day. Again, another morning with wind chills below zero, but it will improve as we go through the day. And again, more sunshine after what could be kind of a partly, maybe mostly cloudy day at times on Friday. We're going to see that sun make a return.
Okay, that's good news.
Emotionally good news again for Becky.
Emotionally good news. I appreciate even the partly cloudy sign there.
Sure.
21 degrees and partly cloudy?
That's the mostly sunny.
Mostly
icon.
sunny.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good to me.
No precipitation expected during the day either, so that's the good news there. Let's start our wind chills back off early in the morning on Saturday, below zero. And by the time you wake up, 7, 8 o'clock, we're still in that 5 to 15 below zero range again. So the improvement is not there yet. But notice by the afternoon, it's less. The winds will be lighter on Saturday. again, kind of like today, more like today rather than like tomorrow. They're not going to be gusty.
Oh, okay. That visually confused me a little bit because it got darker purple, which in my brain means
No,
more
darker
cold.
is good.
But this is good.
Yes, darker
This
is
is
good.
good.
This
Okay.
is colder.
That's colder
This
than...
is warmer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. One of these days I'm going to remember all of the weather colors and I will be an expert.
It's a little tricky, but the numbers help you here in this context.
20 in Prairie du Chien.
Yeah, for a wind chill in the afternoon, that's not too bad. And we won't see the same kind of drop off in the evening where, yeah, it'll get colder, but by even 11 o'clock on Saturday night, we're not talking those widespread negative numbers everywhere.
That's nice.
It is going to be better for sure. And that's all as temperatures turn warmer generally as we go through the weekend. Now, otherwise, look on Saturday, not much to worry about. Yeah, I mean, not much to worry about.
Some arrows, nothing happening.
The nearest trouble, really, in terms of any sort of weather, is off toward Chicago. If your plans take you toward the lake shore of Lake Michigan, you can see this little finger of snow right along the coast.
There's trouble.
That's trouble. That's lake effect snow, and they're actually expecting several inches.
Especially
up close to the lake. Farther away from it, you're going to see less. But watch here into the afternoon. And no, the latest edition of Pinpoint Futurecast doesn't do it.
What's that?
Some earlier versions were taking some of that snow, splitting it off, and bringing it really as far west as almost the Quad Cities. And so you saw a little bit. And that's unusual to see it kind of meander off the lake like that, so that would have been interesting. But Sunday, yeah, we're giving away a little bit of the truth here in terms of seeing a little bit more snow potentially as we wrap up the weekend.
No, that needs to stay away from us.
Now,
that needs to stay in the western part of the state.
It could be much worse. Have you heard?
Have you heard the news? Actually, I haven't. I've been very much in the news portion of our building today. I have not ventured over to weather.
This will be a news story again this weekend because the South, and particularly the coastal region of the South, we're talking about the Carolinas, in line for a snowstorm. Look at this on the Winter Storm Severity Index, 5-category range here, and it goes all the way up to purple, right along the Outer Banks. You know about those Outer Banks, Becky?
I watched a TV show called
I say,
The
did you see the show?
I did see the show, actually.
Did it ever snow in the show?
No, it looked very tropical in the show. It was very almost like Hawaiian.
It's very pleasant.
Very beachy.
I've heard it's very nice. I've never been. But they are in line for probably some wintry precipitation even.
Jeez.
And so this whole area really in line potentially for several inches of snow, especially inland. I think the coastal regions, obviously it's not going to be quite the same, but they'll get some of the stronger winds out near the coast as this area of low pressure develops and strengthens and moves away. Now, it does look like it's going to affect mainly the Carolinas at this point. There were some indications earlier that it may move up the coast into New York and Boston, but that looks like it's not going to happen. So it could be worse.
We have a former TV9 producer who's now working out in Charlotte who came to visit when we got some snow the other weekend.
Yeah, and she was excited to see it.
She was delighted because she was like, we never get snow out in Charlotte.
Never say never.
She brought it home with her.
She apparently did. I'm sure her coworkers are thrilled.
I'm sure she's in trouble.
Now, we said that we do have that chance here. It's the first alert day on Sunday for the potential for some snowy conditions, and that could cause slick roads. And on the flip side, we'll actually see our temperatures go up a little bit. So we will be kind of seeing that as a balancing act. But notice the high is still just 27 degrees. We're not pushing it closer to freezing. And so it's cold enough that some of that snow could stick and cause those slick roads. Otherwise, winds will be a little bit stronger again. Not expecting huge impacts in terms of that combined with the snow, but something to watch out for. So your first alert day, Sunday, especially in the afternoon, evening, slick roads are possible. Be careful out there.
Always be careful. A little bit of snow can make a big difference.
It sure can. And here it comes. Sunday, again, likely when you wake up on Sunday, we're still dry in most of eastern Iowa. It's more toward midday and beyond where some of that snow moves through. But do notice that it's not the same kind of darker colors we saw in the Carolinas. Instead, the snow will be pretty light here. That is the good news. Like you said, Becky, it can cause some trouble, and there is the potential for some of that snow to stick. Still does look like the chance may be a little bit higher off to the west. This map's not loading. That's fine. Take my word for it. The chance is there.
Trust the experts.
We'll have a little bit more to say about a forecast in total amounts probably about this time tomorrow. So look out for that, and please be excited. As we go to some of the statistics, the reason why you may be thinking, it's not much. Why a first alert day?
Okay, let's take a look at this pie chart here.
Becky leaning in for the pie chart. Excited.
I got to read it.
So basically what it boils down to is what's in the upper right corner in that box. The Iowa DOT has done a little bit of research, and they say that nearly 75% of our crashes happen when it snows 2 inches or less. Now, I will warn that their data does not appear to be controlled for frequency. It's not a per capita crash rate. Instead, it's just total number of crashes. It also happens to be that most of our snow happens in 2 inches or less too. So there is some relationship to that, just the fact that basically it snows more often in lighter amounts. However, that also still goes to show that even when it is lighter amounts, you still see crashes.
Absolutely.
And at a pretty high clip. So that's why it's a first alert day on Sunday, and we want you to be cautious.
I think there's something to in your brain, you're like, oh, it's just a little bit of snow, I can drive like normal. And then when there's a lot of snow, you think about it more and you slow down.
There's probably some of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you stay home.
A little bit of snow.
Or you stay home, right?
Yes.
I think that's a part of it. There's a whole bunch of different behavioral factors that go into it. But the bottom line is that if snow falls, watch out for it while it's falling. Slow down, extra stopping distance, easy on corners, all that stuff.
Better to be safe.
Yeah.
Always better to be safe.
Now, we are luckily, if you're sick and tired of the cold weather, not alone in terms of where the cold weather is. Here's where we stand in terms of our air mass, just a little bit off the surface.
Oh, good. We're all together.
And this kind of is a primer as well on the colors. So these brighter pinks.
Okay, I see it. This is helpful.
That's the coldest part. And so we blend away into these lighter blues and then greens and oranges down in Mexico where it's warm pretty much always. They are not getting involved in the cold, but notice how this big batch of cold air that's going to give us that reinforcing shot tomorrow, the windier conditions, that's going to shift all the way down into the deep south. And most notably, I just wanted to highlight some of the temperatures that they're going to be seeing in Florida this weekend. So if you thought maybe I'll hop on a jet and find ourselves a little bit of a respite from the cold. This is Saturday at 3 o'clock, the Saturday afternoon. Tallahassee 34, Tampa 48. Now Miami's still holding on, but not for long, as temperatures by Sunday morning.
Whoa!
That's very cold.
For Florida?
Yeah, so that's
They don't have coats for that.
Yeah, 23 in Orlando is very cold.
Guys,
29 on
if you're in Florida, if you know people in Florida,
let them know.
Let them know.
29 in Tampa. On the coast, there was a thing put out by the National Weather Service out there. They're not expecting snow accumulation, but they can't rule out that they may see a few snowflakes in Tampa as this cold air moves in, because cold air moving over the warm ocean generates, just like lake effect snow in Chicago, generates clouds and precipitation, and there may be enough that there could see a little bit of light snow in Tampa.
Okay, 20, 21, 23 degrees.
Yeah, and even by lunchtime on Sunday, Miami gets into the 40s.
This is brutal for the snowbirds.
Yeah, and I did see a statistic yesterday that this is some of the coldest weather they've seen since 2010. I was there in 2010.
Were you?
Oh, it was terrible. When it was that cold, yeah.
Oh my God!
It was around the Orange Bowl, which the Iowa Hawkeyes were playing in. Kickoff temperature in Miami, which is 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern start. 42 degrees.
You're like, why even go to Florida?
Well, kind of. That's kind of
why not do this in Iowa?
Could have saved a lot of money. This is a freeze watch for the state, and remember,
a freeze watch for Florida.
And that's kind of a big deal down there. It goes into effect for Sunday because think about the crops that don't get exposed to hard freezes. We're talking about, all sorts of
oranges
stuff.
Is that
Citrus.
big down there?
Yeah, citrus is what we were looking for. The word citrus is affected by that quite a bit. Now they do have steps to take that helps it. Ironically, one of the steps they do is spray it with water so it gets encased in ice. That actually helps keep it warm. Think about an igloo made of ice and snow, and it's actually warmer inside. Some of the same theory. I've seen sometimes they will just light trenches or buckets of stuff on fire and have it in between the rows of the trees. They do what they can.
They will light fires to keep the citrus plants warm.
Correct.
I mean, you kind of got to do what you got to do to protect.
It's cozy.
Your crops. It's cozy for the oranges. They're like, oh, it's like a nice warm blanket.
Yeah, for sure.
That freezing the crops is I would like to see some social videos of that from the farmers.
Look it out for on Sunday and Monday.
AJ did some fantastic social videos when we had a bunch of snow and extreme cold.
He did.
He's been very, very creative with that.
He is.
Using a banana as a hammer.
That was certainly out on a limb. I was not anticipating that. It didn't work. So don't do that. Even if you're in Florida.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. An orange might work, but that might work without it being frozen. Oranges are a little sturdier than a banana.
I don't think I'd use an orange as a hammer.
I would use a hammer.
I would use a hammer. Next time it gets that cold, we're going to have him try an orange.
Okay, deal. We're in.
Okay.
All
AJ,
right.
watch out.
Well, that really brings us to a close. Thanks for joining us again, as every Thursday here at 6:30. And we'll, of course, be with you throughout the weekend for that first alert day on Sunday, both ahead and during and after.
And if you know anyone in Florida this weekend, give them a call. Let them know that it's coming in case they are not aware.
Yeah, tell them to watch out for those iguanas falling out of the trees when it gets too cold.
This is the weekend for the falling iguanas.
It's going to be a problem.
All right. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thanks.